How was that?
That was good.
How's Dad's driving?
Right?
Just another day at home, right?
Right. Yeah.
Nice. Good job, darling. Hi, I'm Lou with another episode of My Car Story. Today we're in Carlisle, Pennsylvania at the Chrysler Nationals, and I have Harley Avezzie. I'm going to let him introduce his family, and he's got a great car too. So Harlan, who do we have with us today?
I have my daughter Avery, my son Ryan, and my grandson Logan.
Very nice to see you all, and you've got that great shirt right there, the World Champion 426 Hemi. Now, what car do we have here? What year, make, and model?
We have a 1969 Dodge Charger RT Hemi 4-speed with other options.
Nice. Come right alongside me, guys, and let's take a look at our featured attraction. Now, Avery, what's the color of this car?
This is a T5 bronze.
T5 bronze. Now, why do you know all the colors of the Dodge cars?
Well, because unlike other kids at 5 years old, I was learning paint codes from a chart in the shop.
You were learning paint codes from a chart in the shop. That is great. That is great. Harlan, this car has a bit of a story to it. I think was it your wife had some demands that this car couldn't come home unless what?
Yeah, I had found the car and I wanted to buy it. She said, no, you're not getting another car until we get a house. So the guy that owned this car had just built a new house, so I made him an offer. I said, I'll buy the house for what you're asking if you throw the car in. He had another house for sale.
So a Hemi and a house.
So he said, I can't do that. 2 weeks later, he called and said, were you serious? I said, yeah, meet me at the bank. I gave him a $5,000 deposit on the house and went and picked the car up. I didn't care about the house.
Oh, that is awesome. All right, come on. The all-important Hemi badge on the side. Now, you mentioned this one has some options. What are some of the options?
It's got a 6-way seat, AM 8-track radio.
Oh, wow.
4-speed, the tic-toc-tac.
One of the best gas caps of all time.
Nice gas cap.
Yeah. And the RT. We will turn it around for people because I do think it has one of the best looking Mopar back ends of all time. But right now the sun is hitting your engine compartment. So let's take them right to the dessert right off the bat. Now, Ryan, you're the oldest?
Yeah.
Okay. What was it like growing up with Dad? Now, first of all, Harlan, I'll mention too, you started something in your backyard. What year was that?
1977, we started the Northeast Hemi Owners Association in my backyard.
We got the crinkle on the valve covers. This looks great. Ryan, what was it like coming up with Dad here? What was the...
This was the best bedtime story. If I couldn't get to sleep, we'd go for a ride in the Charger.
Is that right?
Did that with all of us.
Yeah, it would hum, fall asleep.
We're gonna. I've said that. I've said that many times. I've said. I'm glad to hear you say. I said that'll put the baby to sleep.
It really
I'll tell you
does.
right now. That'll put the baby to sleep right there. We're gonna hear that. We can't wait. Matter of fact, Harlan, why should we wait any longer? Let's do that right now, shall we?
You want to start it?
Yeah, oh yeah. And then we're gonna just let it idle. I'm gonna have you step on the brake so I can see those tail lights, and then we'll give it a rev. Oh, that sounds great. Sounds perfect. Can you step on the brakes for a second? Let me listen to that idle. Yep, that won't put the baby to sleep. Very nice. Go ahead, give it a rev. One more good one. A fire-breathing dragon. I told you that we turned it around, and I wanted to turn it around the lights specifically because I think those are the best tail lights on a Mopar ever. Those are just great. Love those tail lights. As we get a little closer, you can see the RT badging. We've also got the stripe. Let's open the trunk. We've got a little treat for him in there. By the way, love that look right there. Harlan, how'd you get to be such a Mopar guy?
I went for a ride in a 69 Hemi RT in 1970 and wanted one.
That was it. Who was the person who gave you that first ride?
Zig Wisniewski.
Zig Wisniewski. We'll give him a shout out. Nice. There's your build sheet. Tell me a little bit about this car. Didn't it win some awards?
It's one of few. The car originally was ordered by John Cook for Hamden Dodge for stock. He ordered 2 '69 Hemi Chargers. After that, it was sold to Rick Perro, and I ended up buying the car from Rick Perro.
Got it. And doesn't this, like, Galen Govier gave this an award?
Galen Govier, probably 20 years ago or so, gave it Galen Govier by the Numbers Award.
Yeah. Logan, you got any stories for us? I don't want to leave you out here.
I mean, this car pretty much raised me.
Is that right?
So they always say that there's always a sound of the womb for the baby. Well, the Hemi engine was the sound of the womb for me. My parents had bought an electric, bottle warmer that you plug into the cigarette lighter, and that wasn't warm enough. By the time they got to the car show, it was still stone cold, so they stuck it in the Hemi engine compartment, and it warmed it up pretty fast.
That's hysterical. So as we just got done closing the trunk, I want to show you one of my favorite shots of this car. That's just great haunches there. May I open it?
Yes, you may.
Thank you. Harlan, I'm going to have you jump in first because this has a unique option. Just before you jump in, let me show something. This is, you are sharing with me an option, the 6-way seat. And it's not an electrical button like you're used to. Show us how that works, please.
Sure. Forward and back.
Oh,
It
wow.
rocks, and it actually moves down, if you're short.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I don't know if I've ever seen that option like that. And you said it's got the lighting package too, which you can see that. We've got this great map and the charger in the middle there. We have this here. We have the tick-tock tack. Avery, you've got a story for me about being in the back of this car when you were riding. What's that story?
Well, I mean, as a kid, most of the kids would all be in the back of the car.
Sure.
And I couldn't stay awake longer than 5 to 10 minutes into any road trip that we've ever been on. Me and my nephew have similar stories about just conking out in the back.
You may be one of the few people I know who conks out when you get in a Hemi with the right amount of pedals. That sounds great. That's awesome. Ryan, before I wrap up, you've got a story for me. Tell me what's your memorable stories with Dad.
Oh man, it's one of the Hemi meets we went to. We took this on Watkins Glen in a big kind of rally of all the Mopars.
Yeah.
But it was just 130 miles an hour in the corner, smoking polyglass tires that weren't made for that. It was just trying to keep up with the pace car. It was just such a rush, and I've been into cars ever since.
That's great. Gather around him, guys. Stay right there. Gather around him. And you're all still alive, which is great after Dad took the polyglasses in 130 into the corner. Guys, I think it's time for us to take it for a ride. What do you think?
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm with Harlan and his family. How do you guys feel riding it? You gonna fall asleep again?
Probably.
Maybe not today.
You guys aren't gonna fall asleep on the ride, huh? Okay, great. That was, guys, first of all, it was so much fun. What great stories that we have here. Harlan, what a great family. Thanks for being a great dad and bringing them up the Mopar way.
You got it.
This is how you do it. We're in school now, you're in kindergarten. That would be B5 blue up on the board. I see, okay, thank you. That is just great. Speaking of great, let me just show this ride. Usually don't get the twisty turns. And the 426 is really built for the straightaway, but this is really nice. How's it drive?
Nice.
Yeah, it feels like it drives.
Would be better.
But once you're rolling, it doesn't matter, does it?
No.
No. Oh yeah, this is nice. She wants to run.
Oh, yeah.
We both can feel that. We're like, ooh, she wants to go. I'll tell you what, we'll give us a little acceleration in this straightaway. Wait till we're there, Harlan.
You want to drift?
No, I don't want to drift. Not with the family.
Uh-oh.
You know what your wife always says, no drifting with the family. Okay, here we go. Give it just a little acceleration. We'll catch that car in front of us. Oh, that sounded great in the bridge, didn't it? Is that good stuff? You ain't fall asleep on that one. Guys, thanks so much for being on My Car Story. What a treat. Harlan, great family. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks, guys.